Hello, this is Cuckoo. Today I'm going to show you something that I've been keeping an eye on for as long as I've been knowing about this project. And it's a project from a company in France, a small startup. It's called PIano De Voyage. And what does it mean? It means travel piano. Look at this. This is a travel piano. Well, it's very short, you said. Well, it is short, but if you take another section, you can make it larger. Just connect them together, and then you have a larger keyboard. This is like 4 octaves. Well, you can add a third section if you want to, and you got even larger. It's like 73 keys, I think. Or you can go full on with all the 4 sections and have an 88 keys experience. And when you're done with it, you can disassemble it very, very quickly. I'll show you in a bit, and then have something that's very compact and travel friendly. This is something I've been wanting to have for a long time. You can't imagine for how long I've been wanting this product. It's very niche, but it serves a very important purpose, and it is having a high quality MIDI keyboard that you can practice on. This is not weighted keys, however. They're working on that, but in order to fund that, they need to know that this is a successful product. So next year, maybe, I don't know, hopefully there will be a weighted keys version as well. But this is maybe more for a person like me, playing synthesizers and synth sounds, and it's a very high quality keyboard. Let me show you a little bit how you assemble it, and let's try it out and see how it feels. Alright, so here we go. This is the main module, and it's fairly lightweight. I like it. USB MIDI out here, so it doesn't have currently a MIDI output dedicated for external MIDI. If you want that, you need something like a Kenton or a RetroKit USB MIDI to MIDI conversion. But who knows? Maybe one day in the future there will be a version with MIDI output. And then we've got a sustain pedal, power button. We've got a joystick here for pitch bend and control. And then we've got some buttons here for octaves. And actually some of the buttons can change patch because there is also an audio output on there. You can plug in your headphones and you can actually listen to its internal synth engine, which is very, very bare bones and simple. But in a pinch, you can plug in your headphones, hook it up to a power bank or something, and just practice some lines or practice whatever you're going to play without any computer or any other hardware, which is neat. But first of all, I'm just going to attach a second module and see what it looks like. Cool, let's do it. Let's bring up, so this module here, this is the ender with this side. This is meant to be the end module. So I'm going to do that first, and then later we're going to plug in the middle one as well. I have 3 modules, so I can make it, 73 keys long, but there is a 4th as well if you want the full experience. So what I do here is I line up the hinges, just attach them like so, do it like so, and now give them a little extra. Yeah, there we go. Now solid. And one really good thing with this is that the construction is so solid, so you can keep it resting on a keyboard stand. If the connection was only magnetic, that would not be possible. But here it's mechanic, it's robust, and it's very solid, so you can keep this on a keyboard stand, which is super cool. So here we go on a keyboard. Let's connect it to the computer, play some piano. All right, let's try it. What I'm looking for when I'm trying out a MIDI keyboard is whether I can consistently reproduce the velocity that I want. And with this one, I think I can. Right now I'm sitting a bit low, I'm realizing, so I'm going to change my chair to have a more optimal height. Let's do it. Right, that's better. I got a more correct angle with my arms to the keyboard. Soft. Nice. I'm going to plug in the a pedal as well. I've got this pedal here. It's a Yamaha FC4A. Yeah, let's plug it in. One thing to know when you plug in a sustain pedal, if there is no way to change the polarity of the pedal on any setting or anything, it's going to guess the polarity, and if it's wrong, the pedal is going to be inverted. So the thing with nearly all keyboards is to first plug it in, then turn it on, and then the polarity will be correct. So I'm going to plug it in. There we go. I'm going to press the pedal here. Fair enough, it is inverted. I'm going to turn it off and turn it on. There we go. Right, the polarity, correct. Did you hear that? The volume went down. Do you know what happened? As I turn it on again, it sent these parameters to the host, to the plugin, and this happened to be the volume knob for the plugin. So it was in this position, and it sent that to Keyscape, which I'm using now. So as you can see here, I can change the plugin's volume, which is nice. So how about these? And these, maybe you can actually do something over MIDI with these, capture these as program changes or something in Ableton Live or something. But it's also for changing patches on the keyboard itself when you're using it without a computer. And you know, comparing something like Keyscape, which sounds just brilliant, to the onboard sound here, there's no competition. It's not meant to. This is more of something that you can use in a pinch, and you can practice. But listen to this. Let's see if I can consistently. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm going to turn it off and connect the remaining part, the missing link, the middle section. How wide can it go? So it comes with these little soft cases, and for my Constellation, I got 3 of them. So it's not very big. So how fast is it to disassemble? There you go, and there you go. There you go. All right. Assembling this part. It's so enjoyable to do this. Just screws right in, and then there we go. The last part. Tighten it like so. There you go. Tight. So how wide is it? Yeah, it's just a tad wider than my table. Let's see. There we go. We fit. Yeah. And on. So now, you know, for the most part, I'm playing synthesizers, and I'm happy with 4 octaves. 4 octaves for me is kind of the sweet spot, but now I have the option to make it 6 octaves. Just when I need it, I can just put in the middle section here, and then I've got 6 octaves. That's sick. if you really want to be super picky, play something classical and see how it responds. But remember that classical piano pieces, they rely on classical techniques, and also they rely on weighted keys. These are not weighted. I suppose you call them semi-weighted, and so don't expect it to feel like a classical piece. But let's try it. Let's try it anyway. Yeah, I'm not a classical pianist, but just trying. And the biggest difference between weighted keys and semi-weighted keys is the way it moves and the way it has a natural weight to it when you play weighted keys. And then it's easier to play these kinds of lines because you have a physical motion to kind of relate to. But with semi-weighted keys that are on many synthesizers, it's a different technique, and it relies on your pressure and your consistency in your fingers. How about like a Rhodes or something? Let's see, electric pianos, Rhodes, LA Custom. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice. All right, so it sounds good, it feels good, and everything is good. It's a good key bed, and it can detach and become small. I like it. So what does it sound like, the internal sound engine? Don't be too critical. This is more of a something that is available in a pinch, but let's try it out to see what it sounds like. I'm just going to power it from a charger, so it's not going to show up in the computer, to avoid any feedback ground loop that might happen if we power it from there, going here, taking audio from here, going back in. It might introduce a feedback ground loop. I want to avoid it. So let's see. All right, it's turned on. Let's try it out. So this is the internal sound engine. I'm just going to bring up the volume a bit. Maybe bring up the volume even more. It's a little bit silent, the output, so let's go into the settings here. Change sound. Oh, nice. We can hear a little high frequency up there. It's a little bit unfortunate, but we can find the frequency and kind of filter it away with something like an EQ. I'm going to do that just to see how much it affects. Yeah. So I prepared it here. We can see on the screen there. I did this little EQ slope here. At around 5.2K. There's a little whining sound. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is more of something you can use for practice in a pinch. I'm a sucker for like simple general MIDI sounds. Sometimes I find it really charming. And you hear there's a reverb as well. This becomes reverb. Yeah, something you use. So if I press both at the same time, I reset to the first piano sound. Both. Yeah, it's simple. It is what it is, but it's good that it's there. I like it. Yeah, so let's disassemble it and put it back into the cases and call it a day. Turning it off like so. Doop, doop. If you're interested in getting one for yourself, I have a coupon code for you, so you can go to PIano De Voyage and get 10% off if you use my code. It won't be valid for all future, but check the dates in the description below. Quick like that, and like so. There we go. 3 beautiful pieces, like so. I think it's the middle part there's a little bit shorter. There we go. 3. So this big keyboard becomes this size after you put them into the bags again. And yeah, what can I say? I really appreciate this. For the most part, for my use, it'll be this size because I'm a 4-octave guy. That's enough for most of the stuff that I do. So then, like, this keyboard becomes this small. It's very easy to handle now. I could put it in a suitcase where I travel. I really enjoy it. That's all I wanted to say today. If you enjoy the stuff that I'm doing here on YouTube, please consider subscribing. It's a click away. And also, if you really enjoy it and want to support me, head over to my Patreon and support me over there. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Peace.